Thank you so much for coming here to listen to some guy from Oklahoma talk a little bit about fitness, my journey and what I've got going on. So first of all, let's talk about the title, right? The Death of the Brick and Mortar and the Rise of Digital Fitness. If you guys know me at all, I'm very much happy, sunshine and rainbows all the time. So it sounds a little like cryptic of a title. And honestly, it's because the first title was denied, which was how to implement digital fitness into your brick and mortar. Apparently that doesn't sound as sexy as this. But what I hope to do today is show you guys a different perspective on the fitness industry and how you can be utilizing and leveraging digital fitness to hopefully stay ahead of the curve, which is going to be the next, I believe, the next bubble of fitness, which is going to be digital fitness. So a little bit about myself. Like I said, my name's Garner. I've been in the fitness industry for a little over 10 years now. I've owned multiple facilities, from small little CrossFit facilities to strength conditioning facilities. Worked as a personal trainer, had the opportunity to work for a very successful brand here in Miami called Anatomy. Worked for them as their general manager and a personal trainer. And now I work full-time in the digital fitness space. I have a consulting company called EntreFit, where we help gyms and fitness professionals transfer everything into a hybrid training model and to do digital fitness. And I also work as the head of creator development for a fitness app company called Playbook. So had a very blessed opportunity to work in a lot of different areas in fitness, and each time I'm in one, it kind of helps to expand my knowledge and kind of open my eyes up to see other things that were possible, because each time I get into a new bubble, it kind of expands that world. And now having the ability to work in the digital space, I'm able to not only see things in a different light from the industry, but also digital is 24/7 and international. So now I'm getting to see how different cultures are even starting to respond to fitness and how it all kind of applies together. So like I said, the goal for today is I really want to open up your eyes, show you what's possible, what's going on in the industry, and hopefully you guys can take just one thing today and apply it to your brick and mortar facility. You can apply it to your in-person business, or if you guys just have a digital business now, take some of these strategies to help improve what you currently have. The essence of what we're going to be talking about today is going to be almost the equivalent of me telling you to add a group fitness class to your brick and mortar facility 20 years ago. Like, I think we can all agree that right now we're in a boutique fitness bubble. And so, 20 years ago, people are saying like, you should add group fitness, you should add group fitness. That's about the equivalent of what I want to talk to you guys about today, is adding digital, because I definitely believe that it is going to be the next wave for the fitness industry. And we're already starting to see that. So if we talk about the evolution of fitness, like, one thing that's very exciting about our industry is it's a very young industry. If we look at just like brick and mortar facilities and just the fitness industry as a commercial entity, it's really not that old. And there's been lots of peaks and everything so far when we've seen it. Back in the day in the 30s, the medical community actually used to tell people to avoid lifting weights because it is dangerous and hazardous to their health. And then this guy is very popular. You guys probably know him now, Jack LaLanne, popularized lifting weights. And he definitely also incorporated and had a big focus on getting women to lift weights and everything as well. And really started the big boom of strength training and everything and making it popularized. And we went into the commercial gym setting, that's whenever we started seeing things like Golds open up. We saw the large box comes like the YMCA and these big, huge health clubs. Then we saw the group fitness boom, right? Everybody started adding all the step classes, all the group fitness classes to their facilities. Now, the wave that we're in right now is boutique fitness and small group training and group fitness, because now if you don't have one of those offerings in your facility, your facility's probably not doing that well, or if it's at least not serving the customers as the best way. I believe the next bubble and evolution that we're going to be coming into is a hybrid digital fitness combo, and then transitioning into more of just a digital fitness offering. So what does the market look like right now? Just really quick. Right now, boutique fitness brands make up about 40% of the market. Boutique fitness is growing and exploding like crazy right now. And 71 million people have a fitness membership. That's just in the last year. Boutique fitness is obviously the huge booming sector, and it has grown in the last 3 years 121% as the market share in fitness, where big box gyms have only grown about 18%. And one thing that's I want you guys to keep in mind, because later we're going to talk about who's your community and who's your target client. The big growth sector in age for these boutique fitness gyms is the millennials. And so as this millennial market grows, knowing them, how do they purchase things, how do they engage with their community, that's going to help you be more successful in the digital space. So looking at the boutique fitness boom, here's some of the big players. You guys know all these guys. So Orange Theory, they've opened up their 1,000th studio this year. They're in 49 states, 18 countries, and they've already got plans for 500 more facilities under development. F45 has more than 1,100 franchises in 36 different countries. UFC Gym has 139 franchise locations, 17 corporate clubs, and they have $148 million in annual revenue. They are even starting to, like all big gyms are, capitalizing the boutique fitness boom and starting to incorporate their more boutique fitness classes in their facility and market that. Exponential Fitness, they are probably one of the coolest, largest companies in fitness boutique names that you may have never heard of, but you've probably heard a lot of the different companies that they own. So they own companies like Pure Barre, Club Pilates, Cycle Bar, Row House, Yoga 6, Stretch Lab, and then AKT Dance Studios. They own a lot of facilities. So what I'm trying to show you guys is like, boutique is here, right? Everybody's doing a boutique fitness concept, a group fitness concept. The big players are getting involved, and it's here. Equinox, they're known for their luxury brand facility, creating lifestyle experience, and they are even buying into boutique fitness facilities. They've got things like SoulCycle, Blink Fitness, Pure Yoga, and even have a small stake into the boxing franchise Rumble. And then Crunch Fitness, one of the other big box gyms, they're actively expanding with a digital service called Crunch Live. So they've got their signature Crunch group fitness classes that are now available to be streamed live. And they've got a really cool kind of hybrid model for their in-person and their group fitness that they're starting to capitalize on. Looking at the streaming fitness industry, this is, I think, one of the coolest things in the world, because who's bought a piece of exercise equipment before and it sits in the bedroom and it just becomes like a clothes rack, like, right? You got the exercise bike, you got the treadmill, you just throw your dirty laundry on it or your clean laundry. The Mirror is an awesome company. What they've done is they've actually taken an everyday item, which is a mirror, a stand-up mirror. It looks beautiful in your home, and they've turned it into this full-body tech piece of equipment. And I actually heard their CEO speak the other day, like they've just even scratched the surface on what they actually want to do as a company and brand, and they're looking at all kinds of AI integrations and everything with their service. So eventually, like, they've got dreams and goals as big of where you're going to be able to stand in front of the mirror and squat, and their AI software is going to be able to tell you based upon joint angles and everything, like, you push your knees out, you're falling forward. So that's where that streaming fitness technology is going, and that's crazy. Looking at Peloton, obviously they're a huge brand. They're valued at over $4 billion, and they're already putting an impact on cycling boutique facilities. Just Flywheel announced that they already are closing 25% of their locations in the next 2 years. So obviously there's lots of factors that have to do with that, but I would obviously also say that having all the services like Peloton, iFit with Nordic Track, and some of the other streaming services that are available is definitely impacting as the consumer buying habits are changing. Other one is streaming fitness, and this is really cool, especially if you own a facility. Wexer. What Wexer is they actually bring streaming fitness solutions to personal trainers, gyms, and boutique fitness, where they actually send you the production gear yourself. It's like these little web-type base cam setups, and you can live stream your group fitness class to your members or to an online community. As far as the fitness apps, there's an app for everything now. There's lots of big corporate apps like Fitbit and Nike, where they've got this big production studio. They bring people in and shoot their fitness content, and they stream it to their members that way. There are services that are trainer focused, to where anybody can just go and download services like True Coach, Plank, and Playbook, where just anybody can create their own digital software and not have to go out and develop a huge app. One of my favorite stories is the Sweat app. Has anybody here heard of Kayla Isteen's? Yeah. So Kayla Isteen started out selling little bikini guides online, and has grown it into a huge digital empire, to where last year she had one of the #1 grossing apps on the Apple Store, made over $77 million just from one app. So it's crazy what's going on in the fitness space, and now what we're seeing even in the digital space. So like I said earlier, the millennials are the largest age category of any gym membership growth. And one thing that's also unique about them is they're also the category that utilizes both a boutique fitness and a digital fitness subscribing membership. So they're the largest in both categories. So that's why a lot of the things that we talk about today is I want you guys to start looking out and kind of expanding your thought processes, well, how can we reach both those? You know, if you have a brick and mortar facility, what are some digital offerings that we could create to reach that market? Or what can you do to utilize digital to better serve your brick and mortar facility members? We're eventually going to see a recession, guys, and a lot of these boutique fitness facilities that have come out have been after the last recession that we did. And when we do, boutique fitness will be the most greatly impacted. People aren't going to want to spend, $40 for a fitness class whenever a recession hits. And the gyms that won't just survive but thrive are going to be the ones that I believe that create a value ladder that incorporates digital offerings into them. So digital offerings currently are affecting the brick and mortar. We talked a little bit about Peloton affecting SoulCycle and, Flywheel. And I definitely believe that it's going to be a major key to success. It's a gyms be a major key in the success of gyms in the years ahead. So when a big brand comes in your backyard, we talked to some people that are from all over the world in here, or a recession hits, what are you doing right now to set you up not only to survive, but to compete and thrive, right? The goal of today is to hopefully get you guys to start thinking ahead of the next curve, which is going to be, I believe, digital fitness. So with digital fitness, there's several, in my opinion, great things that come with this. So why go digital? So digital helps to build a recession-proof stream of revenue. Whenever you have a digital service, you don't have to worry about just the local economy of who you serve. Now you're international, you're global, you're open 24/7 if you want to. So it doesn't matter if a recession hits, you have the ability to serve a wider demographic because you're always open. The other thing that it does is it can help you create more brand loyalty. With today's consumer, they want to always be connected to you, right? We're going to talk later about community, and I was looking at some of the other presentations, and it looks like some of the big themes throughout the conference have been tech, AI, culture, and community. And so we know those things are important, and one of the things that we can do is utilize technology to create more brand loyalty, and the third thing is expand our footprint. Right? We're not just going to be limited to the demographic to where our facility is located or to where the square mile where we're a trainer at. Digital helps us to be able to expand our influence and our reach. The other thing is a cost-effective way to scale. If you guys have ever opened up a facility before, you know it can cost hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars depending on what type of facility that you're going to open. Digital is a very low barrier to entry. You can do it. I've seen people do it as little as nothing to get started, or obviously you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, develop custom apps, have production studios and things like that. But for a cost-effective way to scale your business, I don't think that there's anything better than digital. The other thing it does, it helps you overcome the pitfalls of seasonal areas. So if you're in a place, that's a high tourist vacation area where you've got the big peaks and valleys of consumers coming in, digital helps you to be able to stay connected to those customers when they do travel. It does help you to be able to reach new markets. So whenever you do have the big peaks and valleys, or there's a hurricane coming to Miami, what are we going to do? And you might have to close the business down for a week. What other things can you do to create revenue when you're closed? Digital is one of them. The other thing it does is helps improve retention for both your staff and your customers. Everybody thinks they're the next Instagram influencer, right? Everybody is trying to create their own digital product, their own digital brand. And by you guys, as if you own a facility or you're part of a facility, if you guys have this online digital presence, you now have an offering and you've created a space and a way for them to be able to raise up and help build your brand by offering digital services. The other thing is it helps with retention with customers, right? Right now, if one of your customers at your brick and mortar leaves and moves, well, you've lost that sale, right? You're gonna have to go and find a new customer to replace that one. But by having a digital offering, it helps to improve that retention for, travels and for people moving and just for wanting to try new things, because you're able to easier pivot and expand by offering digital offerings. So all of this sounds good and everything, and it can be really overwhelming and confusing, but one of the things that I have done and created, and I've seen work from huge facilities like corporate wellness facilities that have 50,000 members in multiple locations, all the way down to a facility that's ran by 2 guys, is I've created this EntreFit digital framework. And what the EntreFit digital framework is just 3 steps to help creating your digital fitness business. And it doesn't matter if you have, like I said, a brick and mortar facility, if you are just a trainer working as a private individual trainer, these 3 steps will help you expand what you're doing and not only better serve the in-person clients that you have, but also help you to expand and grow a digital fitness business. And so those 3 steps are cultivate community, create an awesome offer, and then crush it by delivering a life-changing experience. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is cultivating community. So like I said, seems like it's been one of the huge topics here is community and culture and everything. And it kind of sometimes it can become watered down because it's so overused. But in essence, what I want you guys to think about your community is your tribe. Like, who do you want to serve? And this is the area where I see fitness professionals and gyms struggle a lot, because they want to try and help everybody, right? Like most people got in this industry because, why do you do? I want to help people. And they're afraid by sometimes niching down and focusing on one audience that they want to serve, that they'll leave somebody out. But it's often sometimes the opposite of that. If you try to serve everybody, you'll often sometimes serve nobody, because you're going to get lost in the noise, especially whenever it comes to digital fitness. So 3 things to help grow your online digital community or your in-person community is the who, the what, and the how. So the first one is, who do you want to help? Second thing, what are you going to do to serve them? And the third thing is, how can you attract them? So who do you want to help? Like I said, this is where people are afraid to niche down, but your customers almost expect it. And if you even think about some of the marketing campaigns that you feel like speak to you or that are relevant to you, it's because they've niched down very specific and they know exactly who they're speaking to. And technology and digital makes it so easy to leverage this and speak directly to your customer. But you can't do that unless you know exactly who they are. You can do extremely targeted messages that are very specific on social media and digital platforms to where it looks like they're talking directly to you. And that's what's going to help set you apart in the digital space. Because if you know who you're going after, you know how to speak their language, right? Like we said, millennials is the biggest growth sector right now, not just boutique fitness, but in digital fitness. So we have to learn how to speak their language. You know, if we're going after an older demographic, you know, we have to know how to speak their languages. What are they going to appeal to them, and what's going to bring them into your world? The other point of having this community and knowing why it's so important is, especially if you have a brick and mortar facility, is 78% of participants in this study found that they are most likely to only try a new workout if they have somebody that they know that's already attending. So this is why it's so important to create this awesome community and culture wherever you're at, whether it's in the in-person space or the digital space, because that we know referrals are going to be a huge success to what we do. So we know exactly who we want to serve. The next thing is, what are we going to do to serve them? So we've niched down. We found out that we want to help, maybe, you know, say we're a cycling studio, right? We want to help cyclists. And then, well, what are we going to do for them? Well, we're going to give them an awesome experience for a cycling studio that they've never had before. And we're going to have these different types of class offerings for them. And now once we know who they are and how we're going to serve them, well, or what we're going to do to serve them, how can we attract them? How can we get them to come into our world? How can we break through the noise of digital and social media? And I believe it's through content. So content creates community. And what is content? So content is everything from social media feeds, it's emails, it's blogs, it's your podcast, and it's leveraging and creating and using that content that speaks directly to your community, to your target that you're going after, to build that community. I said one of the things that I see fitness professionals struggle with a lot is niching down with their marketing. The second thing is look at me marketing. If you look at most things on social media, if you're even honest with yourself, most things that you probably post yourself, it's like, look at me. It's all about you, like snapping a selfie, just finished my workout, abs are shredded. Like, that's what our marketing has become. Like, if it's, I may have done that the other day, but what we should be focusing on is value add marketing. And we can't do that, and we can't add value if we don't know who we're speaking to. So one of the things that I would say and encourage is, when it comes to creating your content and building your community, Stop trying to impress other gyms, facilities, and personal trainers, and look at what you can do to actually add value and serve the community that you're trying to build. One of the things that we can do with that is, like I said, with value-added marketing. And so I see this happen a lot. You've created some type of opt-in with your digital business to where people, come onto your website, they want more information, they fill it out. Maybe they come into your facility, they fill out the waiver, and they get added to your email list. And the only thing that you email out to them is buy, buy, buy. Hey, we're having a sale on our membership, buy. Oh, here, buy this. We're having a personal training package. Oh, hey, here's our 10 free classes. And it's nothing to add value. In a very noisy world, if you want to stand out, your content should be adding value to others. There's a cheesy saying, but I still like it. It says, facts tell and stories sell. The other thing that you can do with your content is to tell stories, right? So you've built this community that is awesome. What can we do to shout some of those people out? What can we do to help connect the community together to show them that there's other people just like you that are here in our facility? There's other people just like you that have gone through this program to help and encourage and inspire others to build them up in your community. Everybody loves a shout out also, right? Imagine how much your members would love it if you come in and you're snapping, selfies with them. And, John just crushed it today in his workout, set a new PR. Oh my God, have you seen Susan? She's lost 40 pounds since being with her. Post that on social, and that just creates a huge viral effect of not only does it honor that person that's, been a part of your community and tribe, but they're going to be, a raving fan, and they're going to want to share that with their people as well. So, step one for our framework is we want to cultivate an awesome community. And the second thing is we want to craft an awesome offer. So whenever you're on digital or in person, you want to have an offer and you want to send people through something that's called a value ladder. So a value ladder is pretty much, here's a simple little picture for it. I like pictures, it's easier for me. So value, as the value goes up and people go up in your ladder, obviously, so does the price and it ascends up. So a lot of people have part of a value ladder, but they don't have the full thing. Or I should say they're not maximizing it as they should. You guys should know that the easiest way to increase your revenue is not to bring in necessarily more customers, but find out other services and value adds you can do to your existing customers. One of the ways that you do this is with a value ladder. So how could this apply to your digital or some type of hybrid business? So let's say down here at the bottom, that could be your very first step. Low barrier to entry, low value, might be a free day pass at your gym. It might be, if you've got this hybrid offering, maybe it's, hey guys, here's 5 free steps to get you moving at home so that way you feel confident to walk back in the gym. It's some type of lead generator opt-in form to get them into your world. The second thing it could be is, they come in and they buy a membership to your gym or they buy your 12-week digital fitness program and they've ascended up higher into your value ladder. Maybe the next thing after that is they buy a personal training package or they buy a hybrid training package to where they're with you once a week in person and then the rest they're doing on their own with a digital product. And then maybe at the very, very top, that's like one-on-one custom everything. It's a full-on digital program. It's working with them one-on-one with the nutritionist in person and doing all of their, vital signs and everything, creating this awesome value ladder for them and this offer for them that serves them. And with that, you want to think about what you're great at and what you're known for to help ascend this up and create this value ladder. So I pulled a few examples of some other facilities and trainers that I've seen do a really cool and interesting job about this. One of them is obviously a very popular trainer from New York is Tracy Anderson. So she started with her boutique fitness facility, and then she has all of these live streaming services and apps that she's able to send people through. She does one-on-one coaching online. She does one-on-one coaching in person with her and some of her staff members, to where now they've created this value ladder. So depending on where you're at and where you want to engage with them and that level that you want to value is how much money you're going to have to spend to engage with them. The other thing is, as I mentioned earlier, this really cool service called Wexer. Wexer enables brick and mortar facilities to start streaming digitally. So if you have your in-person facility, maybe you have an awesome group fitness concept. Services like Wexer enable you to kind of start competing with the Pelotons and the iFits and the streaming services like that. You don't necessarily have to go all in with digital, but like I said earlier, I want you guys to start seeing that this is the next bubble. And so start doing these systems and putting things in place and trying things before it's too late and it passes you up. There's one of the clients that I work with owns a small gym out in California. And to give you an example of, again, I don't know where you're at in your personal facility or if you're just a trainer, but this is something that I've seen him do, and it's been very successful. So he has this facility. It's very, very small. Probably only has around 120 members. It's a small boutique group fitness style type of a gym. And the gym itself doesn't do very well as far as like comparatively to his overall business. But just with his online digital, it makes several $1 million a year. So his in-person doesn't do that well, but he's able to leverage technology with his staff to create this online platform for them, to where in essence his gym has become a studio, a safe haven to like test workouts on clients before they release them to the public, or they have a very high offer on their value ladder to where not only can you fly in and train with them and their staff, but then they can also train you remotely for a year. And again, just showing you guys different options that are out there. Like I guess my biggest thing is I don't want you to think that it's just in-person training and then I sell a program online. Like there's so many different ways to merge these things together and to add value and to ascend and bring people up and down your value ladder. Other facilities that I've had an opportunity to kind of interact with a little bit and get to know them, there's one called Jim Jones. Obviously it's one facility, but they've created a wide international brand through digital fitness. You know, if digital wasn't around, honestly, their gym wouldn't be known, and it definitely wouldn't make the revenue that it's making. Another company that you guys might be familiar with, that how they've created a value ladder and descended their people through it, is Onnit, right? So if you guys know Onnit, they've got an academy where they've got certifications for trainers, for the general public. They've got a supplement line that they do. Now they sell equipment. They've got their in-person facility. And so that's a way that if you have a successful in-person facility, you can add things up and down to your value ladder to, again, serve the customers that you've already gathered together. This is gonna sound crazy, but I promise you it's true, because I didn't believe it until I made them show me. But how big and how high you make your value ladder comes 100% down to the value that you have the ability to add and your creativity. There's these guys I work with, they have a $100,000 coaching offer. Obviously, they're not selling these every day. They only sell about 1 to 2 a year. But this is the value that they've packaged together. It's a remote training program. It's 1 year long. And in this 1 year program, they've made all of these partnerships. And this is where I want you guys to start thinking outside of your facility and how you can partner up and create other things with other people. So what they're going to do is they are going to create your year-long transformation program. What this entails is biohacking and optimizing your entire life. So with this, they're going to do your fitness programming. They're going to do nutrition programming. They actually fly you out to this medical research facility in the Northeast. They get all your blood paneling done for you, and they submit it to like this world-renowned physician who's going to give you all your blood paneling tests. They're going to have a nutritionist and a dietitian read all that, put together the custom enzyme test and program that you need. Then after that, they have a partnership with a supplement company, and the supplement company is going to give you the custom supplements that you need for that. They're going to personally fly to your house, help you design a home gym, and they give you like so many thousands of dollars of fitness equipment that's already purchased into that package. They're going to design and build out your home gym for you, and it goes on and on with what they do. But I want you to see, like, if somebody came to me and said, yeah, I just paid $100,000 for a lifestyle transformation program, probably would think it's crazy. But to that one person, because they knew their community and they knew how to add value to them, they were able to sell it. So again, I want you guys to think, and I'm not at all saying that you need to have a $100,000 offer for your gym or for your business, but think about different things that you could do now, right? So how this might look for you is maybe you have a brick and mortar facility, and one of the things that you can offer is a hybrid training program, to where maybe somebody is training with you 1 time a week, and then the rest of the time they are training digitally. Or maybe it's a 4 session a month package. So they get 4 sessions a month to use as they want. If they travel, they can do 2 sessions the next week, and they get 4 sessions a month, and then they get their full program. Then on top of that, they're willing to pay you extra money because they want this done for them, to where then you add a nutrition service to them. So maybe you've partnered up with a local nutritionist that can help write custom nutrition programs for them. Then maybe you partner up with a local medical facility that's going to do blood testing for them, so you can really make sure that you're optimizing their health and creating these awesome wellness packages for them. What I want you guys to see is that there's lots of ways to add value and get people to ascend up and down your value ladder than just like, here's online training or here's in person. That's what we do. I want you to just start to think differently and kind of think outside the box. So the first 2 things we've had so far is we've had, number 1, we want to cultivate our community. Number 2, we want to create an offer and create a value, establish our value ladder. And the third thing we're going to do is crush it. This is obviously my language, with a life-changing experience. So you guys are in here because you're in the fitness industry. You want to help people, and you're already changing lives. I believe that digital helps you to stay better connected with your members and gives their experience even more. If you thought about it and you looked at where most of your clients are coming to you now, it's either from referrals, like we talked about earlier, or they're probably like, oh, I saw it on Instagram, I saw it on social media, somebody tagged me in a picture. So we can see already how digital is influencing that growth. But I want you to think about what you're doing in your in-person or your brick and mortar facility, or what you've done in the past, whenever maybe you're all in digital now, and transfer that to how you can create an awesome experience for your customers in digital. So, right, like we're always asking ourselves with our in-person, like, what can I do to improve the experience? You know, what are some other services I can add? What are some value adds that I can do for my clients to just make the experience great for the member when they walk in the facility? But I believe that we can do the exact same thing with digital, and digital helps us to create powerful moments. Yes, we can do this in person, but leveraging digital makes it so much easier to do some of these things. And some of the things you're probably already doing. You can do super easy things like shouting people out for their birthday. If it's somebody's birthday, everybody wants to be told happy birthday, right? Take a picture of them, post it on Instagram, send it out to your email database, honor the people that are in that community that you've built, and just again, show how you support each other. The other thing is celebrate success. Like, if you guys aren't honoring and shouting out your clients and your members when they're hitting new PRs and they're getting new weight loss goals and stuff in your facility, like, you're missing the opportunity to create special moments. There's lots of apps and digital platforms that also can help you to create special moments. There's one that's called Buongiorno. Buongiorno, what that is it's a lead generator video like conversion app. So in essence, what it does is you connect Buongiorno up to your email list. And anytime somebody, like say you've got a new member walk in the facility, they fill out a form, or they go on your website, they fill out an interest form, or they've downloaded your lead generator, what Buongiorno does is it sends you a notification, and it enables you to immediately respond with a video message. So think about how powerful this would be. As a owner, manager, or trainer, somebody comes to your website, somebody comes to your facility, they've checked in, they've just done a tour, you get a notification on your phone, you instantly can just hit it, say, hey Omid, thank you so much for coming to our facility today. Check it out. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to connecting with you soon. Please let me know any questions you had about the facility. I'd love to personally invite you in for a free trial to come train with me, and we can show you what life-changing experience we can create for you. Send it to them. I don't know any gyms that do that. Like, that would make me feel super special if one of the head trainers or managers or owners or you as the fitness professional reached out to me personally with a video message to encourage me. Like, nobody does that, but everybody probably sends out an autoresponder. Thank you for visiting our facility. Here's our contact information. Here's our prices. But nobody does these special moments, and digital enables you to do that. Another cool app. This is something that I saw somebody else that I'm working with do, and it's a really, really cool thing for group fitness. If you guys have a group fitness concept, or you do boutique fitness or small group training, sometimes you might have 20, 30, 40 people in a room, and it's very, very difficult to give everybody, you might in one class give one person one thing, right? Think about this, how you could leverage technology. There's an app. Have everybody heard the app called Coach's Eye? So Coach's Eye, it's a really cool app if you haven't heard of that. What it does is it enables you to take video footage. You can do voiceovers on it. You can draw lines on it to show joint angles, stuff like that. Slow down, speed up. Imagine this, you're in a group fitness class. Say right here, we had everybody doing a workout. I could pull out my phone during the middle of the class and I could just walk around. Say we're doing squat jumps. Like, hey guys, great job, keep crushing it. And I just filmed the entire class for about 15 seconds. I shut it off, put it in my pocket, keep continuing my class. Tell me if you've seen anybody do this, because I've only seen one and they're crushing it with this. Then they take that footage after class. They have their class roster of everybody that's attended their class. They go through, and not only do they coach them and they encourage them in the class, they take that clip and they break it apart to small segments. So if they saw somebody who could be a great potential for a personal training client, and maybe they saw them squatting and their knees were caving in, and like, hey Nancy, great job in class today. I just wanted to share this video with you. If you notice in this video, your knees are kind of caving in during class. One of the things you can do to help with that, and you're going to assign some corrective exercises or some things that they could do. I just wanted to, make sure you're taking care of your body. If you need anything, I'm always here to help. Has anybody seen anybody do that before? Yeah, it's pretty cool. And how special would that person feel, and to be able to add value to them that way? Right? So that's how you can use some of these things and technology that is out there to be able to get those clients and bring them into your world. So let's take that same exact example. Now you've gotten that person, they're telling everybody about it. They're, oh my God, I went to this group fitness class. I had the trainer send me a personal video. Like whenever first I walked into the facility, I got a video message from, the head trainer, and then I go and take this group fitness class. And then after the group fitness class, the instructor sends me this video breakdown of my form. Like, yeah, she was awesome. She was encouraging me, but then I got coached, and now they're in your world, like, right, they're becoming a super fan. They're telling everybody about what you're doing, and they're going to want to ascend up and down your value ladder. So that's why it's important to have those other offerings for them, because with those special moments, there's something called moral obligation, or I can't remember the exact term, but anyway, they're going to want to engage with you because you've given so much value to them. And so by having those digital offerings, it's going to make it easier for them to engage with you. Okay, so one of the things with this that I see probably the biggest mistake people do with their digital business, whether it be through a brick and mortar facility and they're offering some type of online or hybrid training, or they're an in-person trainer and they've created this digital product, is they make this huge mistake. They do not view their digital business for what it is. And you must view your digital business for what it really is. It's another location. Yes, we talked about earlier about how, yes, it is such a lower barrier to entry financially in order to start a digital fitness business. But a lot of times people do it and think that, oh man, I put a splash page on my website, we're good. Or I put this link in my Instagram bio, we're good, we're done. Like, no. That would be the equivalent of just opening up a training facility and just standing by the front door. Like, creating the product is just part of it, right? You've created the offer, but you have to treat this and run it like it's its own separate location. So it should have a team dedicated to it. The beauty about it, though, is you can leverage people and their time a lot better. Like I mentioned one of the clients earlier that has their brick and mortar facility and they do several $1 million digitally and only a couple $100,000 with their in-person. They're actually able to provide for an entire staff of 12 trainers just with their digital business alone. And it's because they treat it like it's another location. So what I want to do is kind of show you what this could look like for you. So whether you own a facility, manage a facility, you're an independent trainer, you've got an online offering now, kind of want to show you a quick example of what this could look like. You can, and just take, I hope you guys, you take one of these things and implement it to add more value to what you're currently doing. Maybe it's just adding more value to the experience with them and staying connected with them digitally, or it's being able to serve more clients at a broader scope. So let's take this as an example. Let's say you've got a member comes into the facility, they bring a guest for the first day. The guest has already signed up through your app, they've already gotten the welcome message, they're super pumped, they already know who the instructor is because they've already gotten a personal message from them. They go in, they take one of your group fitness classes. During the class, the instructor, like I said, shoots that custom video for them, gives them some coaching cues. They have an incredible experience. Whenever they leave, though, they're they're a traveling member, right? Here they're here on a guest pass, so they're not able to buy a membership from you, but because of the experience they had, they want to continue to train with that trainer. And so now what they've done is they've become a part of your online community. And once they're a part of your online community, they're seeing success because you've created this awesome value ladder where they're able to buy the supplements that they need from you. They love the results that they're getting, so they want to buy your apparel from your website and snapping pictures on social media. They want to keep engaging in it even further, so now not only are they following along with maybe some live streaming group fitness classes that you offer, or maybe some free live classes that you do on YouTube or Facebook, but they want a high-end, custom value one-on-one training package at several thousands of dollars. And now because of that, you've taken that one experience where normally it might be, a $30 to $45 drop-in rate, and you've been able to create a bigger value, not just for them, but a more revenue for your business. Does that make sense? I hope it kind of gets you guys, like I said, just kind of thinking about how by utilizing and leveraging and adding a digital component, you can expand what you're currently doing, because I do believe that this kind of is the next wave of fitness and where things are going. So what's next? What I'm going to do is I'm going to encourage you guys to take some massive action and to make some things happen. I had a couple of people ask me for my contact information at the end. So maybe some of this stuff resonated with you. Maybe you think this guy's crazy, doesn't know what he's talking about. Whatever it is, this is what I encourage you guys is to take action. Take one thing that you did today and apply it to your business. If it's an in-person business, whether you have a digital business, you're looking to convert everything 100% digital, I hope you took something from this. If you did take something from this, if you scan this QR code right now, what this is going to do is going to bring you up a landing page, and you're going to enter your name and email information, and I'm going to set up a time to talk to you. So you're going to have a free strategy call to where we can take you, my team and I, and your facility or your in-person business, and I want to walk you personally step by step through the 3 steps and show you how you can make some tweaks and changes to your current offering to start creating this digital business for yourself. Because like I said, I don't want you guys to wait until the digital bubble has already come and you're in the middle of it or you're at the end of it, like kind of the boutique fitness game is now, right? We talked about earlier, we're in this boutique bubble, and if you don't have a group fitness offering that's strong or a boutique concept, you're already past. I want you guys to start thinking about the digital framework, how you can apply it to your business, so that way you're ahead of the bubble before it comes here, so you guys can stand up, thrive, and crush it with changing more lives with fitness. So guys, thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to you guys, and have an awesome day.